I'm talking about George Orwell's Animal Farm. And one of the virtues of Animal Farm is that it shows us how a police state comes into existence. By the way, in our movie, Police State, we have, after the opening section, which raises questions like, is the United States becoming a police state? And is the police state coming from the left or from the right? We have a section on the origins of the police state. How did it get started? And that is, by the way, not something that Orwell covers in 1984. If you know 1984, it begins with this guy Winston, and it begins with announcements for something called Hate Week. And Winston is somebody who is sort of beginning to realize that this is not something he wants to be part of. He is fomenting in his own mind, and this time he thinks he's alone, a rebellion against Hate Week. But my point is, the police state is already there. Big Brother is already in full control. In fact, the extent of the control we'll discover later. But in Animal Farm, you don't start off with that. In Animal Farm, as I mentioned, you start off with this passionate speech by the horse, the old horse Boxer. Boxer goes, my life is coming to an end. I'm going to be signing out soon. I'm 12 years old. I don't have much longer to live. Let me give you an important message that you need to kind of keep with you. And that is, we need to realize who our enemy is. It's man. We may not succeed in overthrowing him, but we got to remember that's the guy we would overthrow if we could. And then interestingly, the animals are able to pull it off. And the pigs are part of that coalition. So in stage one of the rebellion, there's a unified resistance by, and I think Orwell here is thinking of the working class. So for Orwell, the man is the bourgeois, is the capitalist class, and the animals are the working class. So you can see here that Orwell is still hanging on to his kind of youthful socialist framework in which there is a revolution, and you get no sense from Orwell that the original revolution is bad. In fact, he thinks it's very good. And the revolution is done in the name of the oppressed now seeking to have not only freedom for themselves, but also equality for themselves. Because remember, equality is a very important socialist value. And so the idea is that they are now going to take over and they're going to rule in the interest of all of them. They're going to sort of share the benefits of freedom and of their newfound prosperity. And then as we come to, there's a slow usurpation of power by the pigs. The pigs are not only able to, because think about it, the pigs aren't that strong. By themselves, they could probably be defeated by the other animals. But they're able to recruit animals to do work for them. For example, they're able to hire these big dogs who become their security guards. And so the pigs are able to, I don't know if weasel is the right way because that's a different animal, but weasel their way into power. And then they begin to rewrite history. They begin to produce mind-numbing propaganda. So you can see here the techniques of the police state are coming right into play, even in Orwell's parable Animal Farm. And then, of course, the great slogan toward the end, which the animals look, because they all say, well, wait a minute, we thought we were equal. What happened to equality? And then they encounter the slogan devised by the pigs, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. And here we have Orwell brilliantly stating the paradox of socialist equality. There's always a ruling class. And think about police states. Many of these police states are established in the name of equality. Say the police state in Venezuela or in Cuba or even in Soviet Russia. And yet there was always, and there is always, a kind of ruling class. In Russia, it was called the nomenklatura. There are names for it in other places as well. These are the people who live high on the hog. They are the Chavistas in Venezuela. They are above the law. They can do whatever they want because they know that the police state is not going to come after them. Why? Because they're running the police state. If aches and pains are your problem, Relief Factor is your remedy, and you just have to try it to find out. Debbie and I started taking Relief Factor about 2 years ago, and we've seen a huge difference in our joints, nothing short of amazing. Aches and pains are totally gone thanks to this 100% drug-free solution called Relief Factor. How does it work? Relief Factor supports your body's fight against inflammation. That's the source of aches and pains. More than 1 million people have tried Relief Factor, and about 70%, the huge majority, have gone on to order more. Debbie's a true believer. She can now do the exercises that for a long time she wasn't able to do. So Relief Factor has been a real game changer for her, her aunt, other members of our family, Mike here in the studio, and for many other people. You too can benefit. Just try it for yourself. Order the 3-week quick start for the discounted price of just $19.95. Go to relieffactor.com or call 800-4-RELIEF to find out more about this offer. The number again, 800-4-RELIEF, or go to relieffactor.com. Feel the difference.